Hi, I'm Paul from Bellingham Kite Paddle Surf, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about some of the hydrofoils that the shop has, and even most specifically about the liquid force thruster, which is a hydrofoil, a wing set they essentially introduced. I think this is year 2 or 3. They will have it in their 2020 line, and it's primarily just cosmetically different. But it's a real different foil from what a lot of the companies are producing these days. So it's worthwhile knowing a bit about it because it's a perfect foil for a lot of people. But to understand it really, you got to go back and think about where foiling came from. This is a hydrofoil from Liquid Force. You can still get them. I think the shop, well, it has this one at least. It's about a 2015 foil. And foiling's not new. I've been doing it for about 4 years. And for sure, it goes back further. People who initially got into foiling were into racing. So the hydrofoils were a higher aspect, and what that means is from the leading edge to the trailing edge of the wing is usually a shorter distance, and they're longer, more knife-like. Also, earlier wings, kind of like this one, are really narrow. When you look from the top of the wing to the bottom surface, they're thinner, so they generate less drag and go faster. And kind of the thinking was when foiling got going is that everybody wanted to go fast. And so all the manufacturers primarily produced some higher aspect foils, and they might have a low aspect foil to get you started, but the thinking was everybody's going to just transition to the faster wings once they got good. I think what everybody discovered, and Liquid Force is a real leader in producing the first aluminum glass hybrid, so it wasn't a full-on carbon foil, it was a mass-produced foil. They brought the prices down, and they also produced a foil that a lot of people called the Rocket, or became the Rocket for quite a few years. And it was really long from leading to trailing edge, and it was kind of, some people said it was plate-shaped, and but the people thought they would outgrow it. But in reality, a lot of people loved the lower aspect wings, the wings that are longer from leading to trailing edge, because you can ride them at lower speeds. In fact, what you've seen industry do in the last couple years is they've gone away from high aspect wings to a lot of low aspect wings. So, for example, Slingshot produces a ton of great products and great hydrofoils, and the majority are all low aspect, which ride at really low speeds. Anyway, so back to the thruster. Why is the thruster so great? Well, because it's amazing in that it does so much so well. It's a thicker section from the top to the bottom, but it's also pretty high aspect. It actually rides at a really surprisingly low speed. It was designed by Matt Wheeler in the Gorge, kind of for those conditions, and it absolutely rips upwind. So it goes upwind super fast, but what really sets it apart is you can suddenly ride downwind at a variety of speeds. You can go downwind fast, like the high aspect foils, but even more fun than that for me and for most hydrofoils is you can slow down and just ride and rip on the swells and turn super fast. The other thing I like about this wing is it's really flat, and so it's much more turny and pivotal than wings that have a more arced shape. I find that when you get up on the foil, it rides at a slow speed, but you can just send it and just charge upwind. Going downwind with a wider stance, you can just really turn. It can pivot or carve. It's incredible how the foil works. This is my own setup. I have just the full-length mast. The only difference is I have the carbon wings. When I got the wings originally, I paired them with my carbon fuselage, which is the more traditional shape, kind of like that. Personally, I wasn't crazy about the ride because the shims that it comes with, I feel don't have quite a stiff enough attachment. However, when you go with the intended HD fuselage, and this is what it comes with when you order it today, it fits. It's really rigid. It's really fast. It's incredibly fun. So anyway, if you have more questions about this foil, please call us at Kite Paddle Surf, and we'll be happy to set you up. Thanks.